Yes, welcome to class. And now we want to see how to back up your website. And there are several reasons for which you want to back up your website. One of course, the obvious reason is so that you don't lose changes you have made to your site in case something goes wrong. You don't lose your site entirely, So you back up periodically from time to time when things have happened on the site and you want to back that up in case something goes wrong on the site and you need to restore the backup. So that's the most obvious reason for which you want to back up your site. But you would also want to back up your site if you want to transfer from one server to the other. Like for instance, now we are building on a local server. Throughout this course, you have been working on your computer. When you want to transfer this to a live server, you would have to back it up and then transfer the backup to a live server and then restore it there. Or if you want to move from one host to another, from one domain to another, in different cases like that, you would have to back up your site and restore it at the point of deployment. So now to back up, there's a plugin that we use. There are several plugins for backing up, but there is one that I highly recommend. So to install a plugin, where do I go to? Remind me again, I keep asking. Did you say appearance? If you said appearance, then Kai. Oh no, you should repeat this course. But if you said plugins, you are correct. And add new, very good. Duplicator is a plugin I highly recommend. Duplicator. So search for it here, Duplicator. What you have here is the free version. There is Duplicator Pro. I'm going to be adding that to the Freelancer Starter Pack that you will get in this course. With the Pro version, you can always set automatic backup. You can configure your backup to deploy to save at your cloud storage like Google Drive, Dropbox, or whatever cloud storage you use. You could configure it so your website automatically backs up at the set date and it sends the backup to your cloud storage. But here, what you have here in the WordPress directory is the free version, which works very well anyway. It saves, it still does every other thing the other one does, except for a few additional functions like what I just mentioned here in the auto backup and sending to cloud storage. So we install this. Then activate. Okay, now it's been activated. So let's come over here and see how it works. Duplicator. Where is it? Where is it? Duplicator here, right? So click on packages. Packages is where your backups are. So if you have run several backups, you would have a list of them here. So you see no packages found, and that's because you have not done any backup yet. Then as well, the settings. Settings is where you manage the configuration of the plugin. There is something, leave every other information here as is, except you're a pro and you know exactly what you're doing. But there's something I want you to change here. Come over to packages under settings. Click on the packages tab, and then the archive engine. I always prefer using, it could save as a zip archive or as a dup archive. I always prefer using the dup archive. So you just come here and click on this, because for me, I feel this is easier to restore for me. That's why I always use this. So then save package. Right? So now let's create our first backup. We come over here to packages and create new. So name, what do you want to call the name of the backup? Let's call this chop and go 01, right? So next. Scanning site. So everything is good. You have a notice here. Usually you might have a notice at 1 or 2 points, size checks. So maybe it's telling you that the backup is too large or something like that, but it doesn't matter. Your backup will still run anyways. So here it says a notice has been detected. Do you still want to continue? You say yes, and then you build. This might take a while depending on how large your website is. So just wait for it to finish building. Yes, so here we are, backup has been completed. So there are two files now that it has created. It has created an installer file and the backup archive. So you have to download those two files. You have to download the installer, save, and the archive, save. So those are the two files you have. And if you come under packages now, you'll see that you can always access this backup that you have created. You have it here. So this is the backup we just created. This is the date created. This is the size. This is the package name. This is the installer name. So you can always download the installer or the archive as you choose. And if you create more packages, it will all be listed here. So you can see the most recent package that you have created. And if you want to delete, you can always check the package you want to delete and come over here and delete, then apply. And that's it. So this is your backup over here. And in the next lesson, we will now see how to migrate from local host to a live server.